Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. It's a daily. We've been doing well lately. Yesterday's daily, 34,256 points, rank of 131, percentile rank of 1.58%. I'd like to get those down in the, below 1% if possible. But, last 3 days, 1.48, 1.49, 1.58, can't really complain. So what do you do after you've been, consistently hitting those goals for a few days? Oh, you should take a break. You deserve it. No! You put another tally in the win column. You keep that momentum going. It's a Samson run. It goes to the end. Should be paused here because I'm alt-tabbed looking at the scores. If we go back to the front page here, top score 63,000. Pels, I know you watch these videos sometimes. How'd you do that? That's amazing. Number 2, Ufu, 55,000. It's an 8,000 point gulf. Ufu, sometimes you trash talk me on Twitter. I'm coming for you. You get that? I don't know how you got like the variance of a freaking casino. Sometimes you got the 55,000 point scores that I can't even think to attain. Sometimes you got like, a 30,000 point score. All right, so 49 to 63,000 is where we'd like to be, but realistically, 49 to 55,000 will put us in the top 30. So let's go. We've sat here for long enough. It's not an XL floor, so we probably do want to go to the cursor room right off the bat, and we'll get that started. But I believe that, I want the card. I'll spend a bomb to look for the card. This is how, dailies make this a big deal. Am I going to use a bomb to get a card? I don't know. That's a tough decision. I mean, the Lover's card is actually very useful if we can get an arcade for the next floor, especially. Did you see that dodge? I'm not trying to necessarily overhype it, but requiring me to stand still to dodge the enemy that shot in a, V-shaped pattern, that felt pretty good. I'm a believer, though, If you're doing well, just keep doing what you're doing. What do you do when you slump? Just keep doing what you're doing. You're noticing perhaps there's a common trend, which is I just keep doing what I'm doing. As long as I believe that what I'm doing can work, and there's evidence to support that, I like it. It's, I was always a kid in school, and people find this hard to believe, and it's not meant braggadocious. I was basically like a Poindexter in high school, but I never skipped one class in the entirety of high school. I was going after that perfect attendance badge. Not because, I wanted to, there's nothing better to do today than, learn the Krebs cycle once again. But, sincerely, you're like, I've been there 90 days in a row. To just skip the 91st day, sure, it might not be catastrophic, but, I'm throwing away a little bit of progress there. Also, it helps that I went to high school in, the world's smallest town, and the only thing within walking distance was a convenience store. I mean, a lot of people did skip class, but they would just, hey, what'd you do when you skipped class? I hung out behind the school. Yeah, I didn't learn any stupid knowledge that could have helped me. I just stood outside and smoked 2 cigarettes over the course of 70 minutes. I'm not ragging on you for your personal lifestyle choices there, but it always seemed to me the time was better served in the classroom. And then, that's why I got beat up. I didn't actually get beat up. Now we're getting into, personal stuff. But yeah, I was, you can ask Michael A. L. Fox. We were not cool, but we were okay in high school. We were secret nerds that nobody knew about. Or maybe everybody knew about it, but nobody wanted to tell us. So this is important. We gotta find our secret room. It must be here. Get 1 penny. Get an arcade. Get 1 penny, get an arcade. Get 1 penny, get an arcade. Ah! Get 1 penny, get an arcade? I'm gonna stop talking about my high school career. What can Book of Shadows give us here that could save us? It could give us the shovel. Jeez. Okay, we don't need to rush, but I gotta peep the chance to... Yes! Okay, look at that. That is our, crowning achievement right there. Got nothing else to do on this floor. This is fine. I don't even want Dead Sea Scrolls. I don't like Dead Sea Scrolls. But we have it, and it can contribute to Bookworm. Didn't help us out too much there, but that's okay. If we get an arcade on this floor as a result of our actions, I'm gonna feel like a dang genius. And we did get a Tears upgrade on the last floor as well. That's pretty solid. In fact, I think that Blue Cap... Oh my god, we did get an arcade. He's done it. I think Blue Cap is one of the... You know, probably in the top third of boss items that you could possibly pick up. So what's the draw here? How do we, like, really... How do we get into the top 10% of ranks on the second floor here? Real simple. If we're able to... First off, we're going to get, like, ridiculous damage and money on this floor. So if we can get keys to turn that into meaningful shops for this floor, the next floor, and beyond, that's sweet. But really, the principal draw is IV bag. If we can get an early IV bag, we've got kind of endless damage potential, a golden key, a justice card that gave us a golden key, and another justice card. This one didn't give us a golden key, which is good because we don't actually want 2 golden keys. Debatably, we might not even want 1 that much, but we can use it for the arcade and shop on this floor. No, we definitely want 1. Don't be silly. Okay, now... Oh, we got IV bag. So we'll lose Dead Sea Scrolls, pick up IV bag. We're probably at the damage cap for this floor, so I don't feel too much of a need to go for broke there. But we might as well, I mean, pick up money wherever it's available, right? And there's a luck upgrade out of that as well. Oh, boys. We got this one. We are going to be a little slow just by virtue of the fact that, I mean, like, it's popped off already. We've had to take some time to accomplish our objectives here. And that's going to happen from time to time, but that's absolutely okay. Oh, a golden key on this floor? How did they know? What do you get for the man who has everything? It's ridiculous how much this 1 extra penny might have changed the complete course of this run. So, I also do feel the need to point out, as always, IV bag plus cracked dice is like a 10 out of 10 break the run, get unlimited resources sort of upgrade. However, I watch my friend Corey, twitch.tv/FlackBlag, do those dailies where he, sometimes, not every time, because they take like 2 hours each, do those dailies where he gets IV bag and cracked dice, and it's annoying. It's not, I mean, you might want to watch it at some point out of curiosity's sake, and I'm not saying you shouldn't watch his dailies, because he, like, very consistently outranks me. However, it's not my style of play. Spending like 2 hours on the arcade, just, you know, IV bag, reroll. IV bag, cracked dice, D20. IV bag, cracked dice, D20. You know, Scapular is giving me a Spirit Art. IV bag, cracked dice, D20. It is, you know, a very, very reproducible way to get a good score when all the stars align, and I don't begrudge anybody for doing it. Certainly, I find it, ooh, this is, like, pretty solid. Find it more honorable than, like, you know, just not fighting, yeah, why not? Not fighting, Delirium, because Delirium's hard, but, I mean, again, I don't really begrudge you that either, you know? You gotta play the cards you're given. If the game's giving you these cards, you should take them. The Tears Up doesn't work. How am I at the Tears cap already? It seems not plausible, but Saccosax is good, and it was great, actually. And Piggy Bank, I think, is just gonna give us so much more money because we're gonna be using the IV bag constantly that it seems like a very appropriate choice. So it felt fine to me. And in here, honestly, I mean, I'm going to take my Shadow, even though it minimizes our ability to use the IV bag somewhat. Because we can generate, like, a bunch of shadows off of it. So it seems like a sensible play to me. Ace of Clubs. Grab this, get out of here. I don't really want the Ace of Clubs, but we can actually use Ace of Clubs, like, extremely nicely with IV bag. So you can get, like, a ton of bombs out of it. First things first, obviously, you know, with the amount of Spirit Arts we have, you want to do that. And we could choose to get money here. And getting money might not be the worst thing in the world. That was fairly bad damage, I'll admit. It's the first time we've been hit on this run, though, and there were many opportunities for us to get tagged, so I don't mind it too much. We also need to go faster. We're like a minute behind schedule because of, well, because of the arcade, more or less. So we do have a desire to go a little faster, admittedly. So just cool it a little bit here. Hanged Man is unnecessary. I forgot we could fly, actually. So I think the easy play is you crack this open with IV bag, take the pill, pill his friends to the end. Probably pick up that money, ace of clubs this money, and then go explore in this direction down here just in case there's an easier, like, dead end opportunity. It's a good use of ace of clubs, and you don't get too many. So generally speaking, 1/2 red heart allows us to go to that cursed room guilt-free. Lovely. Because you don't get hurt on the way in, which I forgot about on the way out, clearly. Or I forgot about on the way in, I should say. Double key room. Why not? Why not, right? A 4-room rerolls all the pedestals, of course. It's very dicey on my part. I'm just gonna go for it right away. It's possible that there could have been a better use for that, but again, I'm a little strapped on time here. Not quite to the point that I should be, like, you know, afraid of how this run looks right now, but enough to be keeping an eye on it. Number 2 is unlimited bombs, and we got another key back anyway, and then 2 of clubs. I think you just blank ruin right away, and it gave us alges, and then you hold 2 of clubs, and that's like our ace in the hole for points. If we can get, like, you know, blank card or just, you know, we're never going to have to use a bomb again unless we want to. But number 2 does slow us down a lot. That's worth noting because it's cost us boss rush opportunities in the past. But if we can make up, like, 15 seconds on the next few floors, like, that's fine by me. We got a hermit card, we got a death card. Secret rooms, of course, should be very easy for us to come by. Kind of feel like we should just hermit card right away so we don't have to backtrack, and then we'll come back and grab two of whatever's at our earliest opportunity. 2 of clubs, yeah. Hermit card. Grab this. You got trinket smelter, you got mom's purse. Might as well grab a second trinket. I would love to have a chance at an arcade on the next floor. IV bag gives us a good shot there, but we want to avoid wasting too much time. Infested is completely okay. We're going to be out of this floor about a minute behind schedule again, and I'd consider that relatively okay. Nothing to sneeze at least. Alright. Again, Bighorn. Every time. This time, though, Bighorn is, I'm not going to say the easiest boss for us to fight, because that would just be wrong, but at least you've got damage. You don't always have damage when you fight this guy. I'm trying to avoid throwing my own bombs into the mix, just to, you know, keep from complicating things. We're almost out of this. Again, a minute behind schedule. Not too bad. Considering we have 10 damage, we should be able to recover. Alright, grab this. Jesus Juice is decent. We got a 2 of clubs again, so we can use that to buoy us a little bit in this situation. Now we only need 1 more 2 of clubs and we're at 99 bombs. Could be a big point boon for us. So step 1, you probably IV bag. You didn't have to IV bag in there in hindsight, but Amnesia and X-Lax. Amnesia's not that big of a deal, but it is a little annoying. 2 keys gives us not 2 keys. And a speed downgrade. Alright, this is where I start to become mildly alarmed with the situation, just because it seems like there's a lot of things conspiring to keep us out of this boss trap room, but got still a little bit of time to recover from this. Alright, and how I didn't get hit there is a little beyond me, if I'm being honest. That's alright. I mean, we're in a relatively comfortable position. I think we can coast fairly easily here. Would be nice to get some deal with the devil options here, like up our base damage a little bit. Pump the jam, pump it up while our feet are stumping, for example. Okay, we need to start spitting out more bombs. Because we're actually possibly going to be like 2 minutes behind schedule here. And you know what? There's no shame in being 2 minutes behind schedule. There's a little bit of shame in being late. As Kanye West said, I'll be on time for that. I ain't thought of no songs that would rhyme with that. I ain't thought of no lines that would rhyme with that. I think that's correct. I'm a punctual person, to the point of it being comic, you know? If I have to do something in 90 minutes, I will be like, nah, you don't understand. I can't do anything else right now. What if the thing that... And it sounds crazy because I'm, like, consistently 2 to 3 minutes late for the NLSS, but that's a result of... I'm not blaming anybody else. It's a result of having to coordinate other people. It introduces some overhead. But as far as, you know, Twitch streamers go, we're relatively punctual on the NLSS, I think. Let's grab Papa Fly here quickly. But in real life, when it comes to like a doctor's appointment or something, never late. Just does not happen. I used to have to drive, you know, across, like from Vancouver to another city once a week to get there at 6:30 p.m. Rush hour. So, you know, a few million people live in this area. And many of them commute because, you know, property prices are out of control. This is a busy road. Still, never late. Unbelievable. They said the consistency is unlike we've ever seen before. No, they didn't say that, of course. That's madness, but... we gotta go a little faster here. And I don't understand lateness, but we've talked about this so many times before. I don't know if I want to retread this. This floor... oh, that was just very dumb, but... this floor loops around on itself in a strange way. Like a Mad Villainy song. Mad Villain? Mad Villain. It's been, like, the album came out in 2003. Cut me some slack. Okay, like I said, 2 minutes behind schedule. But it depends, you know? Are we supposed to be at work at 9 and it's 9:02? Or are we supposed to be at work at 9 and it's like 8:15? Normally we leave the house at 8:13, you know? We can make up for that. We take a turn down like the detour, and the detour is not that well trafficked. We're in a great spot as far as I'm concerned, but we do need to go a little faster, you know? It gets... sometimes you get bogged down in, like, the minutia. If your run gets... it's almost a curse. If your run gets too good too fast, you can find yourself in these positions where, like, you know, you don't understand. I have to go back to the arcade because I could get another, you know, 1.3 damage over the course of the next 4 years. It's the right play on a non-daily, but on a daily, we gotta be a little bit more... a little bit faster. So Gimpy, I mean, is a great choice on this run. We only have 1 luck, but... it's not bad. But this floor, it would be very, very nice to kick it into gear, because if we miss boss rush, I'll, you know, never forgive myself. Definitely should not have used the IV bag on the way in. That is gonna hurt, probably. Nope. We got saved. Okay. Progress. We're also, like... I mean, because of the fact that we don't have as many red hearts, although Gimpy will fix that pretty quickly, we're going to take a little longer to get to our maximum damage here, which is sort of annoying. But we should be able to sort it sooner or later. Which is why I'm looking for red hearts here. Also looking for, like, I mean, a devil card is fine, but looking for, like, an emperor card. We can't really peep that, I think. We gotta kick it into gear as if, you know, our life depends on it. So, nothing here is necessarily worth buying. Potato peeler, you know, it's a fun item. Does give us a permanent damage increase, but is not really a good fit with IV bag if we're looking to get the maximum possible damage bonus. Just can't hit that bomb fly, I guess. Cricket's body, so good. Lowers our effective range, but small price to pay. To a heart's crack on that. Let's go, let's go. 1 Emperor card completely solves this, because if we have a Devil card for the boss fight, or sorry, for boss rush, nothing could stop us. And I'm deliberately, like, not talking about what our points are going to be like on this run, because I'm a little concerned about our ability to get to boss rush right now. Come on, dude, come on. But we're not too far off from it. But I gotta be honest, we're at 12,000 here on the Depths 1. Oftentimes, that's where we are on the Depths 2, like when we enter boss rush. So, of course, there's always the chance of Mama Mega as well. I should go back for that key, but I'm getting, like, mad paranoid right now. Keep in mind, we've also got to make the Hush fight, so... Like, we got things to do, man. This run... Oh, that was pretty bad. This run is good enough that we should not be missing, you know, important milestones, you know? It's our kid's baseball game. He's pitching for the Little League World Series. We're showing up late saying, sorry, you know, my car's too fast. I couldn't get here in time. It's tone deaf. It doesn't make any sense. Straight up. Brownie, I hate you. You're not dodgeable on a regular basis. Thank you, Gimpy, for hooking me up here, but I know it looks like I'm tilting to the extreme right now, but we gotta get right next to this boss to hit them because they don't follow the rules of engagement that we all agreed upon in the Isaac Geneva Convention. Stop jumping. Stop jumping! He's immune to... The bombs heal him. The bombs heal him. You have screwed yourself, good sir. You have screwed yourself. Okay, no, this is still fine. But we need to go extraordinarily fast. We lost like 500 points there. Dang it. I didn't realize until too late that number 2 was the source of all of my problems there. Okay. Can we still make it? Yeah. Why not, right? So now we broke our tears cap, I guess. I didn't realize that Mr. Dolly does that. Unicorn Stump is like super cool if you have anything that does damage, and we do in the form of my shadow, but then we'd have to give up, you know, IV bag to make it happen. So, we're not gonna crack into that just yet. We don't have anything to kill Mom quickly either, so I'm actually getting pretty concerned about our chances of greatness here. Gotta peep a card just in case it's Emperor, maybe. I mean, Hierophant's great as well. So I'm like very, very not mad about that shop. If we're gonna make boss rush, we gotta go. I don't think there was a card in there. We would have seen it. 9.88 damage. Nothing wrong with it. No arcade necessary for certain. Maybe we should just be bombing our way through all these rooms, but what can you do, dude? What can you do, dude? Oh, there we go. Okay, let's go. Okay, this one's got to be bombed through, no question. This one cannot be bombed through. Let's go. 15 seconds is no time. Pop this, get that 5 damage bonus. Pop up, pop up. Let's go! Grab this, get in there. We did it. It was scary. There's Death's Touch and permanent Polaroid invincibility. Okay. Now, is all forgiven? No, not all is forgiven. This was incredibly, like, touch and go. Things got dicier than they had any right to be. I don't even know when I'm touching and taking damage here, but now we can relax ever so slightly. Stop taking damage. Another Hierophant card. That's good for the next floor. Oh, we probably hit our own bomb back there, is my guess, but this is the dream come true, man. We should be able to make the Hush fight easily. We're well above our normal threshold for points here. Just watch out for your own bombs. Don't worry about any consumables just yet. Who cares? Only worry about, you know, getting to 50 bombs so that when you pop 2 of clubs, you get that point bonus. Nicely done. Okay, pop a butt bomb in the center here. I want to crack into the center so I can break it open and fire more easily through it. There's 50 bombs. That means we can finally use 2 of clubs. We're up in the 17,000s, man. Nothing wrong with this. We also, I didn't even point it out because things were getting super tight here. Now I feel like I can relax a little bit and maybe actually have some genuine commentary. But, like, we got a Humbling Bundle, which is amazing for us. And it means, like, if we can ever get restocked, we could just buy infinity things on the shop. I am a little bummed that we didn't get to go to our deal with the devil, but by the time we found the boss fight, or we're at least looking for the boss fight, I would have given us like a less than a 25% chance to make it into boss rush. So I think honestly we should just be thankful that we're kicking it right now. And we're gonna make it in time for Hush. Like the damage that we're outputting right now, that was so bad. But the damage that we're outputting right now is ridiculously good. Dude, stop. I'm just interrupting my own shots here so that I don't accidentally put bombs down. And I gotta admit, like, if I have a regret on this run, it's definitely the dangle fighter. Whatever the poop monster's called in this day and age. You never know, man. You never know. Because, like, there's no reason for me to have eaten it as badly as I did there, but what's done is done. We're here, and again, we got more points than usual. Like, drastically more points than usual. Not saying we're going for top 30. Everybody should have more points than usual right now. I'm just saying we got a chance. So IV bag, you know, again, we could get a lot of... And actually, we should. But be careful. My thinking is, you know, we want luck upgrades. But you can only get luck upgrades, they won't be in doubled pennies. So I don't even know. It seems like we're gaining nothing from doing that. So let's just grab these. We should stay at a half-heart interval. That'll make us better for the next floor. And get the heck out of here. And we did get, don't pick it up, don't pick it up. We did get Compound Fracture as well, which is really nice. I hope it synergizes with Cricket's body. You would think that it would, but you never know. Seems like we're generating a lot of tears, so I'm guessing that it does do what it says on the tin. Justice card. Spirit Heart. That's good, because we didn't really want to pick up, or use the Hierophant card right away. Pay attention. You know, it's kind of hard to see where we're going here with all these things on the screen, but we probably won't be able to explore everything, but we should explore as much as is appropriate, which is kind of like obvious. You know, you should always... It's like saying, you know, you should try to do your best. Oh, no kidding. Like, I mean, there are probably fringe scenarios in which it makes sense to not try your best, but, you know, it's not exactly a revelation is what I'm trying to get at. The tricky part is figuring out, you know, what is our best in this case. At least we're able to crank up our damage there. And I know we're not at a half-heart anymore, so invincibility is compromised, but it's not that meaningful. I'd like to be out of here by like 26 minutes. You know what? Sun card helps out a great deal there. Moon card, 2 moon cards. Always check these. At this point, there's not much reason not to. Must be at the damage cap by now. 26 minutes, very doable. I'll even fight the mini-boss. Because we have certainty, even if we're out of here... Oh, jeez. Even if we're out of here by, you know... Oh, that was so dumb. I meant to use the Hierophant. Even if we out of here by, you know, 26:45, it doesn't matter. Because we know that we're going to be out of here by 26:45 because we know where the boss is. So, the next floor introduces a certain level of uncertainty for sure. But this floor is going fine. But we're making some mistakes I'm not necessarily proud of. So let's work around that, you know, start to tighten up a little bit. We do still have to beat Hush. Probably the best way to beat Hush is to have a lot of HP when you go down there. Hoping to get to 99 keys as well. Which, with... Oh, dude. With Humbling Bundle should be, like, extremely plausible. Just about the easiest boss fight of all time. And we get a deal with the devil. So we want this because it gives us a better base. Oh, it's like, it hurts. It hurts because we won't be able to use IV bag, but it's like almost certainly the right decision nonetheless because it's amazing. Ah, I want some HP though. Gotta try this. That's like a lot of everything. It is worth it. Because, like, have you noticed... like, I think our damage scales really nicely as a product of the number of shots on the screen. So doubling the shot output seems to have been sensible. But it is fair that, you know, we've compromised the ability for IV Bag to do anything at all. Alright, it will be very easy to get into our Hush fight here. It would be amazing to snag HP on this floor, but I don't know how it happens. Like, Black Lotus, of course. If possible. Not against it. Dude, every chest is worth, like, ridiculous amount of consumables. Well, obviously there's no Black Lotus then, so... I guess the other easy way would be to buy... an HP upgrade on the next floor. I'm trying to think, are there HP upgrades you can buy on the shop? And I think the answer is no. So we could just get one from one of the item rooms on the Blue Womb. That would be something. Or an HP upgrade pill. This is amnesia, though. We'll take it. We'll just take it, like... I just don't want to fight these enemies because they could teleport me. We'll take it, once we're ready to leave this floor. Relax is totally fine. And this, everything needs to be blown up here. We got golden bombs, so just make yourself safe. Give yourself that extra deal with the devil chance. 2.5%, you never know, man. 2.5% feels meaningless until it's the 2.5% that keeps you from, you know, passing a class or something like that. So I think we might as well pop amnesia right now. I mean, we do have time to explore. There's no probably about it, but I'm excited because once we go down to the Hush fight, we're officially, like, in the clear as far as time-specific stuff goes. So we did get a deal with the devil. Deal with the devil. Guppy items, but no. Okay, so we got basically nothing there. I just wanted to pop that to get it out of the system. Here we are, on the Hush fight. How's today's daily going? I gotta say, is pretty good. Guillotine or Prayer card. That's tough. Guillotine gives us a benefit long-term with like a possible cost associated with it of being hit more frequently. We really don't need any of this. Like, it's just not quite good enough. But I guess we'll see. Rune Bag is good. I mean, we have enough money to buy something. We might as well buy BOGO bombs and then, you know, get back to 99 cents. Well, 96 cents. Might as well blow this up. We got tiny glitter bombs for some reason. We got paralysis. Okay. Well, Guillotine breaks the tier cap, which makes me think it's useful. But Prayer card gives us a better ability to use... the blood bank in the future, but I thought a damage up and lowering the tier cap made a little bit more sense. The pill is paralysis, I think. Took us from 765 to less than 765, so that was ill-advised, but not a huge problem. Alright, let's go for it here. So the thing that stinks about this is that we can't use IV Bag. Because we've compromised our HP. But it was doubtlessly, in my opinion, the right decision to take Incubus. If anything, there were probably pickups a little earlier that we could have ignored on the deal with the devil, but instead chose to stick with. I think the less bombs we output, the better for now, so I'm going to try to remember to interrupt my shots mid-shot as much as possible. What's great about fighting Hush right now is that he's got a hitbox that's as large as the freaking, you know, Burj Dubai. It's not plausible to miss him with a large proportion of our, like, reflected shots here. So I got no complaints on offer there. It's gonna take a little while, but think, you know, as long as we don't get hit too much, we're gonna be fine. It's not conceivable to be like, you know, it's never conceivable to ask for perfection, you know? You don't have to be perfect in this world. You just gotta be good enough most of the time. And that, you know, that's not the message that your teachers are sending to you, but, like, you can be a functional adult and be, like, kind of a piece of garbage most of the time. I mean that in, like, the good piece of garbage sort of way. You know, not in the bad piece of garbage like, I drive better when I'm drunk. But, you know, piece of garbage like, don't really like answering the telephone. Like, you can be an adult like that, as long as you get it together much of the time. People, like, the system is designed for garbage like myself to at least survive. That's something your teachers aren't going to tell you. I'm not giving you an excuse to be garbage, I'm just saying. Perfection is not a reasonable ask most of the time. Sure, if it's like a... I'm trying to think of a good, realistic example. But it's hard because society doesn't give you that many options, you know? Well, here's one that reflects a little poorly on me, but that makes it the perfect anecdote because I'm only selling myself out. I forgot to pay my electricity bill like 6 weeks ago. I get email. It's the danger of going paperless, man. Sometimes, you know, you get an email and you're like, oh, the electricity bill's in, and then I just forget about it. So I got an email from the electricity company, and they were like, hey, here's a reminder to pay your electricity bill. We're not trying to put you on the spot or anything, but you should really pay this electricity bill, and we're giving you like an extra week to do so. And I was like, thank you, electricity company. That was very nice. That's an example of how society... it's designed to catch you when you slip through the cracks a little bit. Sometimes. Unless, you know, that is also an example of my electricity company being very nice, though, because you could definitely have, you know, them be like... We've had another situation, and this one reflects a little bit more poorly on us as well, but also on our ex-landlord. Dude, the Yara rune, sick. We don't need that. Don't pick it up. It's a waste of points. If you want to learn more about the Residential Tenant Act in British Columbia, this is the channel for you. British Columbia being the province that I live in Canada. In British Columbia, usually when you rent a place, you sign a lease. It's an agreement between a tenant and the owner, or at least the manager of the property, that, you know, you're going to live here, you're going to pay this much rent monthly, and this is the duration of the contract. Unlike most places in Canada, at least, when the lease runs out, if neither party has given each other notice that they are terminating the agreement, it just continues month to month. So what that basically means is, you know, if you're living in a place, you got a year lease, the lease runs out, you're still living in it until the landlord tells you, you know, hey, 60 days from now I'd like you to move out, or you tell the landlord, hey, 60 days from now I'd like to move out. We should go reroll Steam. Oh, no, we should hold the reroll and use it. Oh, you didn't get hurt by that? We should hold the reroll and use it on the Yared chess. So we had a month-to-month agreement with our landlord. It was a perfect situation. Everyone was happy. But the thing is, you know, normally you give them pre-authorized checks. Oh, I know, what year is it? But no, you gave them pre-authorized checks. And once the lease is over, we got to give them a check on a monthly basis instead. So 1 month, straight up, I just forgot. It's November 1st at like noon. Rent's due on the 31st. Landlord called me while I was taking a poop, which had to be embarrassing for her, despite the fact that she didn't know. And she was like, hey, just so you know, like, because you didn't pay rent, we're going to have to begin eviction proceedings against you. And I was like, that seems a little ridiculous. Do you want me to just go drop off a check downstairs right now? I'm literally, I live like, you know, a few floors above the office. I can just go write a check instantly and drop it off. And she's like, yeah, okay, that'll be fine. It's like, you know, I'm not trying to defend myself, but people forget things sometimes. Hey, it's better to assume, I mean, wouldn't mind per throwing that, to be honest, but it's better to assume, you know, a mistake than malice. Like, she just went straight into, these people are gonna try to invoke squatters' rights and live in this place. And maybe I'm judging her too harshly. I can hear the devil's advocate voice of Nicholas here, and he's going, not the developer of the game, Rockley Smile, but He's in the background going, oh, maybe she's had bad experiences with tenants. Yeah, I mean, I do cut her some slack for that. Probably that's true. But also, it's like 0% my fault. Except that I did forget. I was 12 hours late delivering the rent check because I just forgot. But you catch more flies with honey than vinegar, man. And really, the joke's on her, because we moved out, and ever since then, she's been able to hike up the rent like 30% because it's a seller's market right now. So, clearly, come on, give me a second, Yara. Clearly, we're the ones who won in that situation. We got Perthrow, Yara, Perthrow. That's what we want. Okay. You know, that's my advice to you if you're doing business dealings. It's always better to start with a friendly reminder. You know, we have... You'd be surprised. We have that happen all the time. All the time. You know, we do sponsored stuff. Some companies are amazing about paying on time, and some companies are not. You always start with a friendly reminder. You go, hey, just, you know, this was supposed to be due 2 days ago. It's not a big deal. Just making sure you got the invoice. By the way, great commentary. Tell me more about the behind-the-scenes business dealings. But then, you know, from that point onwards, if you want, you can start to get a little like, listen here, jokers. What kind of ramshackle operation do you think I'm running? Okay, we definitely want this. We definitely want shielded tiers. We have, we're close to Beelzebub, but not quite there. I think everything else here can be re-rolled, even though we might be able to have a ridiculous rate of, you know what, I'll take this. Just because it's going to make our rate of fire like soy milk level. Yeah, okay. And then maybe the other tiers up would take us to 1, but I'm going to re-roll anyway. Try to get a little better. And dude, we got 2 health upgrades out of that, which is incredibly good. Are we at Bookworm? I do not know. No, we're not. Okay. Start by doing this. Give yourself a little bit of a damage up here. So this is obviously, like, this run is unbelievably strong right now. Is 45,000 within the realm of possibility? I absolutely think so. And what do I owe this to? I'm not even messing with you. It's the fact that we got that 5th cent out of the fire on the second floor. Or sorry, on the first floor. If we had not got... Everything else hinges on that on this run. Sure, we made like what I would consider a pretty good play to get into boss rush. No doubt about it. Yo, you want to get a few hospies in? No memeing. I'm for real, like Kanye West. That's the message I just got from Dan Giesling here. I mean, I'm not going to lie to him. I do want to get a few hospies in. But now's not... I'll get back to you in mere moments here, Dan, once I rank well on today's daily. Onsus. The real benefit of Onsus right now... Dude, I got to close this Steam message box here. The real benefit of Onsus is that we know where we're going. So 45, I don't think necessarily we're going to be at 45, but I think we got a shot. Certainly, okay, we're at the damage cap. I would never deign to suggest that we're guaranteed to be front page, but, you know, there should be an extra couple thousand points somewhere to be found on this run. Including the bonus at the end. I wouldn't be surprised to see this be a front page daily. And what did I tell you at the outset here? You know, Winston Churchill said, when you're going through hell, keep going. If you're going through heaven, keep going, baby. Experience more heaven. We're in an amazing spot here, and we've finally been playing well and earning it. I mean, this is going to incur a penalty, but we already have 1 rate of fire. As lame as this is, there's no reason for us to go from 1 rate of fire to 1 rate of fire. You know, it's going to cost us points in the process. It's a necessary evil. So we do want to pick up consumables, and, you know, we want to at least look at items, because... Oh, come on. 1.78 speed wasn't enough to get across there. That was a lazy play on my part. We'll pick all this stuff up on the back end. I think anti-grav was actually, like, a very, very smart pickup. And I don't say that very often. Usually when I pick up anti-grav, it's like, oh, I shouldn't have picked up anti-grav. This case was drastically different. So we want to Black Rune. One bad item, because I don't think we've had 2 bad items ever drop. Dude, the pencil is so good, though. You gotta take it. You gotta take it. It is giving us points. I do want to say that it's giving us points. I'm trying to, like, get another chest. So I don't have to backtrack to get use out of the Black Rune. Here we go. Super Bandage is not worth it. Get sucked, son. Thanks for the speed upgrade. Where were you 10 minutes ago? To a Hearts, meaningless. Alges, lovely. Alright, so we're going to be at like 43,000 when we finish this run. Basically guaranteed. Alright, easy money. No Void Portal. Great daily. We're at 47,000. We're ranked 75th, 76th, but it's not actually 76th. 47,000. Oh, wait, the front page is 49,000, not 45. Still, though, great daily today. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.